Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of Blue Box as we continue on with this show. And man, interesting things happen here. The play went about as haywire as you'd think it could go at the end of the episode, but yes, we're in the final stretch of this show, I'm guessing, because I think we only have maybe a few more episodes left. Because next week will be episode 21, and I think we'll at that point, because I think it's a 25 episode season, we'll only have four more episodes. Now, again, I know like Netflix in Japan is one episode, up on where the show out in the West is, but that's the thing. So, anyways, what happens in this episode? So the play happens. Now, when Taiki comes back in, they're like, "Come on, Taiki, you need to do it for us. You need to do it for us." And Taiki's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I never agreed to sign on and do this play and everything." They're like, "Come on, just do it, please, for us. Just this one time. We need you to come in." And reluctantly, Taiki agrees to be the prince of the Snow White play, right? So that's the thing. But anyways, he kind of practices up on the line. He's kind of doing this right then and there, right? Hina says, he'll have his back if he needs it and helps him. So that's kind of thing. And it's interesting. Again, also, I just gotta say, Hina looks really good in that Snow White outfit. She looks really good. But anyways, we see that Chinatsu, Karen, um, Karen, not Hyodo, heck, man. How did I forget this dude's name? You cannot be serious. I forgot this dude's name. Harayu Senpai. Harayu's there, and then that other guy is there too, right? So the play starts, and it introduces, and it's basically the play is going on and everything. Also, too, we find out that Chinatsu, she ended up getting a text from Taiki that he's actually now in the play as the prince. And it's because it's funny because at first, the one dude and Hardy were like, huh, they're like, we're only here just to support, I'm only here just to support, obviously, my junior to make sure that he does a good job, right? And then Chinatsu's like, hey, Taiki's actually in the play now. He just texted me like he's the prince. And basically, you and the other dude are like, oh, he's the next prince? He's like, they literally get the cameras. They're like, "Oh, we need to get this on fucking camera." I'm just like, "Oh my goodness, this man is wild." These dudes are wild, especially Haru. Haru like legitimately was like not interested. It's like he probably just went because his girlfriend said, "I want to go to this play," right? You know. And now he's like, "Oh, I got something to watch, to look forward to." So it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna say next week, especially what we get out of this episode, right? Um, so there's that. I found that scene absolutely funny, right? So they come out. Hina's absolutely stunning, surprising everybody. Like even other people, even the one dude who's always been into Chinatsu's kind of like, oh, she's kind of cute. Oh, I'm like, hopefully that means maybe he goes some other direction, right? But they do the play. The play goes on the way it goes on. And then we end up cutting to this one girl, right? This girl with pigtails, purple hair. She's actually in the second half of Blue Box's poster, if you have seen that. And basically she's talking with her friends about like love and about kissing or something like that because the play's got the kissing part. And it's kind of this whole thing. She has this whole opinion of like she likes love happening at a natural, like, I guess, case, not making it being forced because oh, the two characters have to maybe kiss each other at the end of this play. She feels like she'd rather see a love that is basically kind of more natural, more seamless and everything, which makes sense on her approach. Honestly, I think that's the best type of love, when you're not trying to force something on somebody, when you're trying to act, when it's just a natural, like, no, I like you, you like me, you end up having a kiss, and that basically professes your love, you go there, right? So you get that whole. I did like it, and it seems like she's gonna play a role in the last few episodes. Clearly, she was in the poster, because we see her at the end of the episode. She's walking by Taiki's classroom, and she sees Taiki with Kyo, and she's like, "Wait, that's the guy that apparently kissed Hina." So maybe she's gonna start talking to him and ask him a bunch of questions like, "Hey, do you like this girl?" Something like that. So, that's who knows. She's gonna probably play a role, and maybe she's gonna probably help Taiki finally understand and make a goddamn decision on who he wants to be with, whether it's confessing his feelings to Hina or Taiki. I mean Taiki or Shinatsu. My bad. But anyways, the play goes on. We also get a backstage segment during while the play is going on, right? And basically, Kyo's talking with this other dude, and they're kind of also talking about the whole kissing thing and everything. And it's kind of the whole thing of like, well, if he wants to do it, he can do it. If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to do it. He can just play it off like as if he didn't, as he did. And Taiki's like, wait, what are you guys saying? And Kyo's like, you don't need to worry about it. But Kyo looks at Taiki and is like, which will lead into the last part of the episode, what the questions he asked, right? So you get to that scene. Taiki basically uses his cape. He covers basically him and Hina's faces, and then he lowers down, which is a way to somewhat say like, oh, well, did they kiss? I don't know if they did, but it's clear he didn't kiss her. He probably just did that, and he said, all right, I'm gonna remove the cape, and then you can get back up, right? Which technically in any school play, I think you would probably do that anyways, because let's be honest, like, now I know there was like junior high or high school plays at my school, but I don't think that like there would be any romance. I think there was some romance plays, but I never went to go see those plays, and see like how good they are, or see if there was like any types of like affection in it in terms of like the two school care. But typically no, like in school plays, you're typically school staff don't make it to where you kiss each other. Like in movies, yes, you have to do that because that's what the shit happens, and everything, right? Because and plus there's like a lot of there's a lot of contracts like what you can't, like we're signing on to do this, and we're okay with doing this even if we're like married to somebody else, right? So that's kind of the thing right then and there, right? But you after he removes it, she wakes up, and then obviously she's like, my prince, and I'm like, oh damn it, he looks so damn cute. But if you remember from the last episode, the plan was to have a whole celebration for the play, and there's gonna be this whole confetti ball, right? Well, that confetti ball ends up actually like falling off of the hanger it was on, and it comes crashing down. Taiki sees it, he's like, Hina. He basically jumps out to protect her, and the thing hits him in the head, which hits him down lower, and then the confetti breaks. But as the confetti breaks, there's a slight image, and I'm now at first what I thought was going to happen is like, oh shit, it's going to hit his head. He's gonna, because the force of it hitting his head, it's gonna knock him down. Him and Hina are accidentally gonna probably lock lips, and it's actually gonna be the moment where they actually have their first kiss. Well, a piece of confetti is in the way of their faces or the lips to show it, well, to give us like, oh, we don't know if they kissed. So that's the thing. And we're going off of, now they both had very shocked expressions, right? But eventually the play closes up. They're like, apologies, we're gonna check up on our thing, or on our on obviously the actors, see if they're okay and everything. So yeah, but they're obviously shocked now. This gets the crowd talking, and they're like, whoa, 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 what the hell just happened there? And they're like, that Hina and that badminton player, they always be hanging out together. Maybe maybe there was a kiss, and people were basically insinuating like they kissed, and it makes sense why they kissed because they're always hanging out with each other, right? And it cuts the focus on Shinatsu's group and everything. They're hearing all this, Haru and the other dude are kind of stunned. Karen's kind of a little bit stunned, and even they focus on Shinatsu, and she's just like, and I'm just like, oh no. And you just have it to where Karen's looking at Shinatsu, and Karen gets a look like, oh no, she. So it seems like next week is gonna be a whole thing about, I guess, how Shinatsu feels about this whole situation, because we see her at the end of the episode, because she's moving back in with Taiki's family now that her grandfather's surgery is all good and everything. But we don't get like an inner monologue with her before the episode ends, of her thinking like, did he kiss her on purpose and did he mean to do that? So I could see that being the next, kind of focus of the episode, to where she's kind of distracted. And it's because of, did Taiki actually kiss her? Now we have it to where you get to the backstage. So one of the guy classmates is like, "Hey, I bet that was good. You got to kiss Hina and everything." And Taiki's like, "Dude, we did not kiss. I just hit, like, we didn't. I was just making sure she was okay. It hit. It looks like we did, but I swear, we did not kiss. Again, we don't know if they actually kissed. The piece of confetti was in there. He could possibly be just been saying that just to say it, right? Um, I don't know. It would be interesting if it came out that they didn't kiss, but Hina also confirms the fact later in this conversation that they didn't kiss, right? So that's the thing. But regardless, Taiki basically tells the dude to shut up and say, "Look, please stop. Like, it's making things awkward, and it's pretty insensitive and rude to Hina. After basically she almost got hurt by this ball, and I was just protecting her. It's insecure to freaking suggest that we kissed or we did anything of that significance. And you're just flaunting that right in our faces, right here and there. So shut up and stop talking, please. Please respect us, right?" So I thought that was good on Taiki to basically shut that guy up. Like, honestly, I would have told the dude to shut up from the moment he started insinuating it. I would have been like, "Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. We did not kiss. I first said we didn't kiss. We didn't kiss. Stop being sensitive to Hina too, please. She's right here. Like, this isn't just our guy talk where we talk all by ourselves, dude." So that's the thing. But Hina and Taiki, they have a nice little conversation. She's like, "You were pretty good out there. You got more confident as you let on, right?" And then she's like, "Also, I'll tell Chinatsu senpai that we didn't kiss and everything, so she doesn't get mad." Um, so that's the thing. But if Hina, so I'm guessing they didn't kiss. That's what Hina confirmed too. So if she said that's the thing, because if they did kiss, she would have teased him about it. Said like, "So how did you think it was kissing me?" Again, and it's kind of this whole thing of, she's doing this whole thing of sacrificing her feelings because she knows Taiki likes this other girl, which again, my thing is this. We already know Hina's going to lose. Some fans will hate that, especially the fact that they focused on Hina heavily a lot in this show compared to Chinatsu. But I would just hope, honestly, at some point in the last few episodes, Hina's just as upfront with Taiki and just as like, "Taiki, I'm done waiting. I need an answer now. Do you like me like that? Like I like you, like how I like you, or do you not like me?" Like, I'm waiting for that moment for her to basically man up and just be like, "Do you like me?" And I want an answer now. We're still if you don't like me, I'll still be your friend at the end of the day. I'm just gonna need some time away. Otherwise, let me know if you like me. At some point, she's gonna have to be upfront with him and just be like, "I told you how I feel. Either you need to make your mind up of who you want or something else," right? So there's that, which it then leads to the Kyo scene, which he's like, "Hey man, do you like, is there any part of you that likes Hina like that, like romantically?" And again, Taiki 100% denies, like, "No, I don't. I like Chinatsu senpai." And basically Kyo's like, "I figured. It's just I was hoping, or I was just wondering if you like maybe liked Hina like 30% or something." And again, it's given these, mixed signal. I wouldn't say mixed signals, but it's putting things in Taiki's head to where it's kind of just like he's double guessing, he's second guessing himself on like what he wants. Does he want Hina or does he want Shinatsu? And that's gonna be the last few bits of the episodes or the season gonna be getting at. I guess it's gonna be happening. It's gonna basically be Taiki's ultimate decision, because as much as I can say, I think he likes Shinatsu 100%. I do think there is that little bit of a 5, maybe 10% of him that honestly possibly maybe thinks that maybe he is better off dating Hina as opposed to Shinatsu. I think there's a little bit of him that is still like, "You know what? Hina might honestly not be a bad option either." Again, the childhood friend stuff and everything, how close they are. So it's gonna come down to that, and I've always said he's gonna have to make a decision, especially the way that the second half poster looks. It's clear at some point he's gonna have that decision. So in one of the upcoming episodes, it's gonna be him deciding on what he wants and everything, and it's gonna be the whole thing of like, it's clear. I think the last few episodes are gonna be a consistence of Chinatsu and Taiki. It's gonna be Taiki understanding his feelings, realizing who he truly wants, and it obviously is gonna come out to be. It's obviously gonna come out, and he's gonna eventually choose Chinatsu. He's gonna give the proper, the proper denial or the proper rejection to Hina and saying like, I do like you, Hina, but I like you as a friend. I don't like you romantically like that. And I really appreciate you telling me how you feel about me. It makes me feel really special. It makes me feel that really makes me feel, happy that you care about me and you like me in that type of way. But I do not reciprocate your feelings. I'd rather just be friends. That the same friends that we always been. Which, even in layman's term, I always feel like that's so weird to do. If you've been childhood friends with somebody and you reject their feelings because they do like you, right? And it's because I really find that to be awkward and weird, of the fact of like, how can you even be friends after that? I don't think I could. But that's just me. That's just me, right? So, you get that whole moment, right? Um, yeah, so you're gonna get that whole moment, and then you're gonna have Chinat, excuse me, you're gonna have Chinatsu focusing, and maybe she's gonna have talks with her one basketball friend, and then even Karen, and maybe Karen will be the one to slap her in some sense of reality and just be like, "Girl up, girl, you need to you need to go get what you want. If you feel like this girl, Hina likes this dude, but you like him too, well." It's a dog eat dog world. If you like him, you need to go tell him your feelings. You live with the guy, you see the guy every day. You need to tell him how you feel and not be afraid to tell him, like I was. I feel like we're gonna have that conversation between her and Karen at some point, where Karen's gonna tell her like, look, I mustered up the courage to tell Haruyu that I was in love with him, and when I was at my lowest. So you have to tell him before he gets taken by somebody else. Like, this Hina girl clearly likes him. Like, if you think this Hina girl likes him, and you think he likes, for all what if, maybe Karen could say, like, what if Taiki does like you back, which we know he does. But I could see it to where her whole thing is her getting confidence to basically, you know, go up to him and express her feelings. I think she told him last week that she does like him. He just didn't hear it. And she tried to walk away from it because, well, I already said this. I don't feel confident saying this, again to his face to face right there. I told it to him in the moment because blah, 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 blah. I had the courage at that point. So maybe Karen can be the person of reason along with her basketball friend and say, well, if you like this dude, you're going to have to tell him how you feel. You can't keep leaving him, you know, you can't keep leaving him basically in a role where he doesn't know how you feel about him. Otherwise, if that's the case, he's just gonna go find somebody else to go date, right? So I feel like that's gonna be Chinatsu's story. I don't know how they're gonna play any more aspect of the sports stuff. I think honestly, we kind of seen how the sports. Well, they could probably end a little bit off with Chinatsu basketball stuff, but regardless, we already seen the badminton stuff, and we kind of see that arc kind of fulfilled for Taiki. But it's gonna be interesting to see where the show is going to go going forward for the last remaining, well, for me, 5 episodes we got left of this show into season 2. So yeah, but regardless, a solid episode of Blue Box. Got a lot. The last few episodes going to be interesting for the next few Thursdays, barring if you obviously watch the Western Netflix version in terms of when they release the episodes as opposed to the Japanese Netflix, right? So there's that. But anyways, I'm gonna get it for guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Blue Box content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. So then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or your night in this video. Checking out the video. Till then, guys, peace.